What are you working on today?
Oh, guy down the road ripped a spindle out of his deck, so trying to do a quick patch to get him fixed up.
I would say ripped would be the correct term.
Yeah, exactly. You know, another day in the life of.
Some days it's glamorous, most days it's not.
Yeah, today's a motivation issue is what it is.
Yeah.
I think we just need to say forget it and go fishing.
That's called getting your money's worth.
Oh, I go through so many of them, you have to get every ounce of it. I'll run it till metal sparks. You know what, I think it's about time for a new pair of glasses. Make sure I didn't hit you. Ran that one right into my finger. I'm gonna line this up. I gotta cut around that little patch there. I just rough cut it. Can you? Ooh, those are close. Oh yeah, my consumables are wore out. Can you start them two nuts right there? Give me something to go by. So, yeah. Have to be like right there. I think I might be able to just mark it from here.
Right above that hole.
Not exactly ideal, but wish I had bandsaw blades for that porta band. Broke one here a while back.
I tried to cut through a garage door track the other day and ruined 3 of mine.
They're pretty fragile. I don't have a problem with them cutting. It's just it seems like they break really quick. Like
I ordered the Amazon special ones. There's like a 3-pack for
That's what I do.
20 some bucks.
Yeah.
They seem to last as long as I don't abuse them.
As far as that's the thing. It's like as far as they don't lose their edge, they just snap. They don't last too long. They get brittle, I guess. Maybe I'll just clamp that cutting table all tied up and don't want to empty it.
See how good my marking skills aren't.
See how this comes up. Getting the holes all set.
I need to take a little bit off of that. A little bit off of that. Yeah, so we'll have to do a filler right there.
I think I'll do it. So get that spindle back in place and maybe tighten up a couple after I get to bare metal here. That crack just exposed itself. That's it. You want to
Hold up.
yeah, I'll snug it up once just to get.
Which way do you want that grease hook facing?
It doesn't matter for now. We're gonna take it right back out anyway. Let me get these lined up. I'm just gonna snug it up so I can get some tacks on it, and then we'll take it back out.
You need a camera guy.
Out.
Try that. Nope.
There you go. Can you push that other top bolt in? There you go. So yeah, pulled a little bit. Not bad. The only reason I worry about that is making sure that the thing's lined up the way it ought to be, but I think we're in pretty good shape. It's a 50-50 on what breaker it's going to be, and I'm always wrong 90% of the time. It's enough to hold it down. All right, top, your left. Bottom.
Yep.
Bottom.
Yep.
weld like right in there.
Look at that.
I know. Where do you stop though? You know.
It's done it over here too.
Yeah. Well, actually, if you got that paint off there, probably off of every one of the bolts. See there? See there? See there? See there? Like you can't just throw a bolt hole next to the edge of a circle without any kind of backup plan, especially on something like that. It looks like to be a 12 gauge. Of course, they can't build them to last forever. You wouldn't be able to afford this thing. So.
But as much as these things beat themselves up.
Oh yeah. Of course, all this grass sitting in here never dries out, so it's always just rusting itself to death. Like that one's blown apart real bad. Push that up and get a weld on there for it. Okay, that's surprisingly easy. Go ahead and give me a push. You push real hard out there. If I can get that.
I can push, I don't know about real hard.
Put everything into it, it goes. Well, that's the point where you call it good enough. At the end of the day, the whole thing needs work.
At some point, you're just going to build a whole new deck.
Yeah, and I mean,
what it costs you to fix it all, you could just go buy a new deck.
Right. You know, and people work on a budget. You know, I can't just
quick and easy, or quick and cheap, rather.
Yeah, I can't just spend all their money. That's interesting. I didn't notice that before.
It's missing one.
They've added them because they're bent, I'll bet.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll set her back. Oh, duh. Gotta put it back together. Which means I need to let it cool for a minute because I don't want to melt the seals out of that spindle. I ought to slap some kind of paint on there. I don't know. Actually, I'll probably just tell them, done, no paint. I can see daylight through that guy. Tell you, like steel, okay? I'm running with 7525 DCEP, which DC voltage electrode positive. So it'll tell you DCEP right there. So the wire from the stinger comes up to the left, and the other one goes out.
So mine could just be set up backwards because it came with flux core.
Yep, I didn't even think of that.
It came with it came with a small spool of flux core, so that would make sense.
I'll bet you it's set up for that.
I hope that's it.
And that's the only way you reverse polarity. I can weld everything, stainless, aluminum, everything on that. I never have to change it. Okay, let's try that again. Bottom two are good, and the thing's all the way in actually already. Okay.
I am your son. Bottom right, left for you, top for you. Can you loosen just a little bit? Bottom. Top. Oh, I'm good. I was stuck for a sec.
Wasn't my fault. Let's get something on the bottom of this. Yeah, no, it's not like I'm painting over grass, but come on now. It's a mower deck. Again, I'm not trying to paint the whole deck. I'm just trying to rust proof some of the stuff that I cleaned up or welded on. We're not going by looks on this. Paint-wise, anyway.
Judging by the state of this union, I don't think the paint's gonna last very long.
Yeah,
anyway.
exactly. You get to help set it down.
Yep. Can we go up on the jack?
Well, just hold that bar up. I'll just let it down.
Alright.
It has enough to clear.
What'd you call me? I think this flange goes over.
The bad thing is, when I do that, oh, there it goes.
It looks like your side needs to go back a little bit. Did just the back ones have washers?
Yes, and both yours had cotter pins. Well, should we try to get the belt back on for him? He has other issues, like that whole pulley right there is crooked as could be. See that idler?
Oh yeah.
I didn't notice that one was out. Yeah, let's try to put it back on real quick. This thing's been flipped over a while, it looks like. Okay, so go ahead and pull that through. Let me make sure it's all straight here. Appears to be. All right, we'll go ahead and hook yours. Go behind that idler. I'm guessing here, I don't know which way it goes. It should go up and over the back. Yeah, that's the way it was. I mean, it wasn't hooked up in the back, so.
cream puff.
So you look in here,
I was looking the other day, not too heavily.
reefer unit off of a semi, runs like a champ. Everything else is junk. So I don't know, been a while since we've done something crazy. Throwing that out there, I'm getting ready to scrap it. So I think I'm gonna pull the engine out of it and
I agree.
see maybe what we can do.
Is it 2 or 3 cylinder or 4?
I think it's 4. Yeah, it's a 4. I think we'll have to get the model number, but I think they're anywhere from 27 to 35 horsepower. I don't know. I'll have to find a model number.
With that low profile oil paint, you can about fit it in anything.
Yes, exactly. But with that being said,
It still goes that tall to
Yeah.
the intake.
intake, yeah. Yeah, I installed a new one and they said just get rid of it.
Okay.
Sure will. Let's look behind the hood. Sorry, the junk trailer.
Yeah, because alternator, you just go away.
Yeah, relocate or whatever, you know. I mean, all kinds of stuff. But
It is 4 cylinder.
yeah, I mean,
Was the picnic table 4?
yeah, it was 4. Probably about the same. I'll bet it's comparable horsepower wise. I think it was what, 40 some?
40 or 60.
Oh yeah, 60 it was. But I think this is probably going to be more torque, I would guess. I
More
don't know.
utilitarian,
Yeah.
so to speak. It's got potential.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Trying to rig up some sort of transmission might be interesting,
Yeah.
but I know a guy.
Man, a guy could just about use that AC compressor as a air pump. I don't know, just throwing it out there. You know, we need to do something. I have a couple ideas right off hand, but I don't want to commit myself to anything, so.
It'd fit, ironically enough, it'd fit in a tractor about that size.
Oh, I know. Yeah. It's narrow, but it's so damn tall.
Yep.
Yeah. Relocate the alternator to the side would make 4 or 5 inches difference, which would help drastically. Eliminate all the electricals.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I wonder, try to find a tag and find out what kind
Well,
of
yeah, that's kind of what I was looking
engine
for.
model right there. Right under the fuel lines.
Oh, yep.
TK 486V. TK 486V.
Well, let's
Try to
go
figure
look.
out how much power it's got. TK 486V.
I think it's a Perkins, but I don't know.
It looks very similar. The intake on that one looks aluminum, whereas the other one we had was plastic.
Was it?
I think so, because we drilled into it for the oil return line for that turbo.
Yeah, we did. Hang on. Wi-Fi is down, so I got to get situated here.
If you're building something slow, like that UTV you're wanting to do,
Like what?
could you
Yeah.
just direct drive it? Or would it kill
No.
too much of the power?
Yeah, I think you'd be pulling it. I think it'd be way too much for direct drive. Now, direct drive to a go-kart style. I mean, go-karts are all direct drive, but it's a lot of gear reduction through a chain. Chains are noisy. Chains are finicky. CVT would be all right. Ideally, it'd be through a differential would be great.
Yeah.
Then still CVT it to a differential.
I've been looking. They make those CVT differential kits with swing arms and everything on eBay for $500.
Yeah. A donor vehicle would be the way to go. Absolutely. Okay, so Remote King with, what was it?
TK 486V, I believe.
TK486V. 4-cylinder direct ignition, liquid cooled diesel, 24.4 at 2,000 RPM.
So it's literally our tractors,
Yeah, it's literally the tractor. Just torque, which I'll try to find out.
which is crazy because that motor's way bigger than ours.
Well, see, I mean, they're meant to just run all the
Right.
time. Right here, oil capacity 12 to 13 quarts.
Gee whiz.
Yeah. Cooling system, liquid cooled. So I didn't even think about that. There's got to be a radiator in there because I'm planning on scrapping out all the heat exchangers. Maintenance interval at 3,000 hours.
Gee whiz. Do you know how many hours it has?
The thing will still fire up, the control
board.
panel, last I checked, but it just won't do anything. It keeps faulting out on over all kinds of stuff. Typically run at 2,200 RPM consistently. Some operate at 2,600, but 81 foot-pounds of torque. Which is hard to believe. I mean, it's a 4-cylinder diesel. Seems like a very conservative rating, and that's at 2,200 RPM.
With a little extra air and fuel.
But it's using a conversion using horsepower and RPM, which it's all relative, but that seems very, very conservative. It's a 2-liter. It's exactly what, no, Ford Ranger was what, no, it's 2.2.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think it was 2.2. This is 128 cubic inch.
How much horse? Look up the picnic table to see how much it had.
128 cubic inch.
I wonder how much foot-pounds of torque the Ranger had.
I don't know. I'll find out here in a minute. Compression ratio 19 to 1. Okay, now wait a minute. I looked up just that engine model and it's saying 33.9 horsepower.
That would make a little more sense.
Still says 81 foot-pounds of torque. So 33.9 horsepower, 34 horse.
What was the torque rating on the Ranger? Just out of curiosity.
What year was that? 88?
Or 86, one of the two.
It says most likely you have the 2.3 Mitsubishi Turbo. No, we didn't.
Or 85, because the Perkins was before the 3 liter, the 2.3 liter.
It was the Perkins Mazda diesel that Ford offered in early Ranger years. The engine was a Perkins 4.135 Mazda RF delivered 2.2 liter diesel, used in Rangers roughly from 83 to 85 before they switched to the Mitsubishi 2.3 turbo diesel. So it was 2.2, 59 horsepower at 4,000 RPM.
Oh, wow.
So, I mean, you know, we're going to get to a point where we're not going to be governed with this. So getting RPM out of it will be, I'm not sure we're going to get 4,000 RPM out of it safely, but 90 foot-pounds of torque at 2,500. So
what's the, torque? Horsepower is how fast you go, torque's how fast you get there, right? Is that the old saying?
horsepower to me is a BS rating because it's amount of work carried over time. It's
because like I think the drag racers say horsepower is how fast your mile an hour, but your torque is your ET.
I guess.
I don't know. I don't know enough to know.
In my brain, torque is RPM based.
Well, that's why diesel trucks feel so fast. It's because they move extremely fast for.
You have low end torque.
Yeah.
You
Same
have
with like the big block truck I had.
Yeah. Torque is a more, for engines, torque is a more realistic rating in my opinion because
It's what you're actually gonna be able to do with it.
yes, it's actual power instead of, I don't know, I like the old 671 Detroits and a dump truck, semi or military vehicles, whatever. They were two-stroke and they, you know, they had decent horsepower rating, but they had no torque. And the only reason they had decent horsepower is because you had a diesel that would scream to get that horsepower. So I don't know. I know that didn't make any sense, but
I gotta show you a video. Someone put a 871 blower on a 7.3 Power Stroke and they put zoomies on it. It is one of the coolest videos you'll ever see. But that would probably be comparable to the picnic table.
I'm comparing the two. So side by side, 2.2 versus 2.1 basically, 4 cylinders each. The Ford or the Perkins had 22-to-1 compression ratio where this has 19.1 to 1. Horsepower, the picnic table had 59 horsepower at 4,000 RPM. This has 34 horsepower at 2,200 RPM. Picnic table had 90 foot-pounds of torque. This has 81. Intended use, vehicle propulsion, continuous industrial reefer duty. It's exactly what it says. The surprising part is that the old Perkins only made about 90 foot-pounds of torque, despite being slightly larger. The TK blah 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 makes around roughly 81, while being governed much slower and designed to run thousands of hours at nearly a consistent speed. For swap into a lightweight truck, the Thermal King would likely feel stronger off idle because it's industrial diesel designed to make usable torque at low RPM. Interesting. The Perkins had a wider RPM range and was designed to be driven through transmission. The Thermal King is generally designed to be a more modern and durable engine design. If your question is, would the Thermal King be a good replacement the old Perkins Ranger diesel? My answer is yes, mechanically, but the challenge is adapting transmission, flywheel, bells. You let us worry about that.
Yeah. Mind your business.
It says power-wise they're in the same ballpark, but the Thermal King would feel at least as strong as the original 59 horsepower Perkins in normal driving. The old Perkins was famously slow and described as slow but reliable.
So basically similar, if not a little better on the lower end.
Yeah.
So that's probably very similar to the picnic table with the turbo.
Maybe, I don't know. I think we gained a lot with that turbo when we put it on there. I don't know. Well,
The question is what? Because you go two ways. You either go crazy or you build something reliable.
I know.
Which obviously, how crazy can you get with 80 foot-pounds? But
Right.
if you built something that was 80 foot-pounds and half the weight of the picnic table,
True. Yeah.
you got down to 800-900 pounds.
Yeah. I mean, ideally, I'd like to find a donor. Yeah, something like an old Gator or something. Drop it in there, have a unique side-by-side with a diesel engine and
That would run literally forever.
yeah, exactly. Something off the wall would be interesting, but you know, I'm not gonna throw the engine away.
Yeah.
I'd love to get it working and just throw it in the back of the shop and be able to heat and cool the shop with it, but oh man, the efficiency of that would be a nightmare.
It fit in the Cub Cadet Lowboy, I think, with a custom chassis.
Yeah.
But then again, how heavy are you going to be? Sheet metal is probably 150 pounds. What's that weigh? Just the motor or engine?
Oh, I don't know. The whole thing, I can pick up 2,500. I'll say 2,200 with forks my tractor, and I basically have to scoot it. Like it almost picks it up, but it won't quite do it.